I've been thinking in recent times and mainly about friendship, especially because we just came from the Best Buddies conference, and then the core objects of Best Buddies is friendship. It has made me think about a lot of things because of what we experienced there, right? And one thing that keeps resounding in my mind is expectations. So I think one thing that we don't talk about as much as people when we have friendships is expectations from friendships. We don't even let our friends know what we expect. So like, are you asking questions like what do you expect from the friendship you have with me? Are you also asking yourself what I expect from you? Whether the expectations I have of you are realistic, and then vice versa, you know.
Well,
what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. But first off, how about we define what friendship is? Who would you say is your friend? So you can answer that, and then I will also tell you what my explanation of who a friend is, and then you would look at the explanation. The expectation part.
Yeah. So when I think about friendship, I think about people who align on certain things. It doesn't have to be the same thing. Like I have friends where I can speak about my profession with, and we'll have like deep conversations and all of that. There are friends who will not even want to hear it at all. They are just more about the social life. Let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. There are friends that I align with on like my content creation. That we can have we have something connecting us to it, and then we can have good conversation. I can pick their mind on this. I can ask for help. I can say, "Oh, do this for me," and they understand. They get where I'm coming from. And so I don't think when it comes to friendship generally, I don't have the same expectations for everyone. I think a friend to me would be someone I can pick up a phone to call, talk to on what we align on or with. And then a friend that I know we have a certain amount of loyalty and trust for, limited to what we align on. So essentially alignments on certain things.
I agree. I feel like a friend, or I think a friend is someone who you can trust, someone who is loyal, someone who is reliable, and of course, like you had mentioned, it would vary from under what circumstance you do consider these ones or this person a friend. So once that understanding is gotten, you would then be able to answer questions about what expectations you
have of
exactly. Because I may have someone I call a friend just by virtue of us being from the same high school, but then I would expect certain things from them, and they wouldn't be able to come through, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not so bothered because this is the level of friendship I have with them. But then my expectations towards another friend who I feel like I have bonded with, and we our energies do connect, and then I would go all out to do things for, would be different if they don't come through for me like I want them to.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then this whole conversation about friendships and expectation, it took me back to when we were younger. How did you approach friendship when you were younger?
Charlie, I think we did speak about this on our podcast the last time. Well, so this is me, a boy who was born and bred in Teshi, lived in a compound house, having a lot of
very communal.
Yes, very communal. We had a lot of families in there with their kids and all that. There were different age groups and all, both sexes in there and all. And then some of them we do attend the same school with, others we don't and all. You would want to find out. And I'm an extrovert, so I would like to really associate with people who are extroverted as myself, and people who I can jump around with and all that. But from the inception, I'd always been one to look out for people whose passion aligns with mine or align with mine, and then also people who I can sort of learn from or benefit something from. Some would be like, that's a bit selfish to just look out for people who you can benefit from, but on the contrary, I feel like it depends on how you understand it and how ambitious of a person
I don't think it's selfish. I'm sorry to cut you.
No, you go on.
But I don't think it's selfish. I think growing up now, as compared to before, when we're younger and we just make friends because mommy says go and play with this person, or don't play with this person, that kind of thing. You need to pick your friends. You need to choose your friends. And then your friendships should not be one that would waste your time.
True.
And so if we genuinely connect on an emotional level or for the most intangible reasons, there should be something beyond that for us.
Right.
Like, I can't say I'm talking to you just because you are my friend because you fool. And then you make me laugh and then we leave it there. But how are you growing? Like, now that we're grown up, I'm more concerned about how do I affect you as a person? How do you affect me? How do we grow together? Because to be honest, you know how they say as you go up, as you climb the ladder, some people, you can't go with everyone.
Yeah.
We're all at a point where we're trying to grow, we're trying to make the best out of our lives. It's important that the friends you have, there's some extra benefits beyond like the emotional support and
so what kind of friends
all.
were you making when you were much younger?
The thing is that I didn't really have a lot of friends. My friends are my siblings, really. Because
why didn't you have a lot of friends?
I grew up in a very sheltered home. Like we were very much, you come from school, you go and have classes in the school, you come back home, you sleep, you wake up and go. No, I said not like that. And then I was not very fortunate. People didn't, I don't know.
How about you?
I was one of those.
Yeah, likable person though. So how come
you have to get close to me.
Okay.
To know that I'm likable. But I mean, the environment I grew up in, the school I went to.
I was the opposite. You know, I was, like I mentioned, very extroverted. I still am very extroverted. I easily made friends. I had friends all over. I had friends in church. I had friends from school. I had friends from home. I had friends from associations and groups I was a part of. And so I was almost all the time all over the place. My parents were very accepting of my friends. So they always did come to us, even when we were living, until we went to our own space where we have like a huge compound and everything. We were living in a small space, and we still had people who would come in frequently to come and eat with us and watch TV with us and then all that. So it was an interesting childhood for me. I made a lot of. So what are your expectations for a friend?
It depends on the kind of friend.
Okay.
So there are friends that I've built a really close relationship with. And the reason why I've built it with them is because I know it's mutual.
Okay.
So I'll say my first expectation for such kind of friendship would be that we have a certain level of loyalty and exclusivity. And so when it comes to that kind of friend, my expectations are a bit higher than usual. There are friends that I made when I was in school, and then really we're friends. Our friendship developed because of our school, whatever. I mean, we're in class together. We studied together. We had group studies together. So our friendship is there, and so I don't consider that friend like extremely personal. I don't feel entitled to know certain things about them unless they bring it to me. It doesn't mean that there's no room for growth for such kind of friend. There is, but until we get there, my expectations there are pretty limited. I'm not expecting that you hear that I'm crying and then you are rushing from Tamale to come and see me. I'm not expecting that kind of.
No, but okay, on the contrary, I feel like if I consider you a friend, right, there are certain expectations I have of you. Like we need to be communicating. We don't need to communicate every day, but we need to communicate. Communication is very key. Where communication in this instance would be, you'd be so comfortable to tell me if I have done something wrong, and vice versa.
Is it every friend you can? Is it every friend?
Well, no.
I think of it as levels.
I'm actually trying to limit it to people I would consider friend, like those who have crossed that level. This is not high school friend. This is somebody I consider my friend, like the way you and I are. You understand? I feel like if there's something I do wrong, you should be able to tell me, Didi, this is what. Oh yeah, like you do.
I do.
You understand?
I don't miss words.
Nah, you did not miss words. You be now PNC pass you. Yeah. So like, if I have an issue with you, I'm going to tell you. If you have an issue with me, I should expect you to tell me. Communication is also very key. We don't necessarily have to speak every day, but that constant communication should be there. Another thing I feel like is expected of a friend, someone I really call a friend, is like that intentionality and the effort in maintaining that friendship.
Very important.
Trust me, if we just consider the friendship as a casual thing, right, and not putting an effort, it wouldn't make sense. It would die off.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So showing up when needed, it's very, very important to
me.
I'm
sure we have many friendships that have died off because we didn't push as much.
Yeah. You're moving your beats a lot. It's making noise in the microphone.
Sorry.
You're still doing it. It's not doing.
I'm just putting it away from you, so I don't need to move it. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, isolates the voice.
Yes. Yeah, there's that function too. But anyway, talking about friendship. So yeah, showing up. That's what makes you a friend. You understand? Like right now, someone has sent me a message and then it's like, oh, I'm having my birthday party. Can you show up? They live all the way in Virginia. I checked them up and it's about an hour and 40-something minutes. But I may show up, you know, and it's this priceless moments that make it work. Biggie had come in. He was having his kid's naming ceremony all the way in North Carolina. That was what? Almost a 9-hour drive. We did take the trip.
I remember.
Yeah, and then showed up, and that is us showing up for important moments. So that's me to one of the things I would say genuine friendship.
Yes. I get where you're coming from. That's friends that you've built a certain level of loyalty, commitment, and all of that for is we are referring to. But I also look at the other friends, right? I don't want to limit it to people I'm very close to. When I'm very close to you, which is like just a few people, I think it is about 2 or 3 people that I'm very close to. Even the 2 or 3 it's here and there. But my level of loyalty, my level of commitment, I don't look anywhere else.
Oh, now you did. And then when you have a friend, one day I'll give it to you.
Yes.
You try one.
And then I also have a friend who I don't talk to all the time.
Right.
But I consider her one of my best friends.
Okay.
And it will surprise you because we can speak and then we can speak today and then we'll speak the next time we speak is like 3-4 months later, 5 months later. The most we'll do is like streak each other on Snapchat.
Right.
And even that, I think she even streaks me more than I do. But when we speak,
and maybe this is because you guys are not in the same proximity, I believe.
Well, even if we were in the same proximity, I think it is more about how we approach our friendship.
Okay.
Because I know in my heart of hearts that this person has shown me genuine friendship at a point, and then every time we speak, it's still there.
Right.
And so I don't think I've lost it with her. What hurts me is when I feel like I've lost it. And then that is when the energy may switch.
I'm smiling because I just remember the question someone asked in a conversation I think we saw on Instagram also. And I want to pose that question to you, and then I would like to know what your response would be. So, have you ever told your friend or a friend about something beautiful that just happened in your life? It could be like a win or something, and then just immediately you regretted telling them that. Has that ever happened with you?
It has.
Okay.
But mainly because it's the regret stems from their reaction.
Right.
Because I remember even as far back as high school, I remember mentioning something to someone that I considered a close friend, and then immediately there was a switch in their face. And me, I'm very observant. Okay. And so I was like,
so you felt like they were not happy.
No,
for you.
They were not. Yes. So if it's good news,
could it be that in the moments they were also probably dealing with something?
It could be.
It just wasn't a good time to hear such a news.
I'll not dispute the fact that it could be. But at the same time, so it doesn't take away from the fact that however you reacted has also made me feel a certain way. So I'm not saying that telling you like you're a bad friend to me. I'm getting that I regret telling you. Maybe the moment was not right. Maybe it should have been done at a later day or something like that. So yeah, I have. But it's usually from their reactions. And sometimes you know how your friend reacts. Like you like this.
Yeah.
When I share sometimes you even get more excited than I do.
Yeah, Charlie, I want us a win. I win for you, it's a win for us.
And sometimes I don't even want to celebrate as much, but you're like, nah, okay, we need to do this. We need to drink wine. We need to do.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, and when I tell you something, you're not in a good mood or like there's something happening, and I tell you, and then you're not as excited, I'm able to tell. So in the moment, I'm like, probably wasn't the best time to tell you. So then that's where the regret comes.
But does it make me a bad person?
It doesn't make you a bad person.
The way I feel.
It doesn't make you a bad person. Okay. But you see, I also don't want it to sound like the fact that, because somebody may also always use an excuse and say, oh, I was not in a good mood. But sometimes they are in a good mood until you tell them your good news. And then they switch up their mood, because we are human beings and people get jealous.
Yeah.
So those moments too are there.
We are all narcissists in our own way. Yes. We are all selfish in our own way. Yeah.
But the way you find out that, oh, this and this and this is by having a simple conversation. I was watching this podcast and then I think to my sisters and I think I'm not going to quote verbatim, but I think one of the hosts was speaking about was that or the impact of what she was saying was that one of the things that can easily break your friendship is letting that one moment that made you feel uncomfortable slide. As long as you feel uncomfortable with something, bring it up. Talk about it. Because
does that not make you seem like the complaining one there?
No, so it depends on how you bring it. I don't think so. I think it depends on how it is brought up. If you told me that, okay, I want to have a conversation with you after we've had a moment and then we have the conversation, we know that is what it is about, I think that would be more appreciated. But if we are having some other conversation, like in the heat of the moment, then you start bringing things from the past. And these are things you are uncomfortable with and you've piled them up and you're now bringing it up in a different matter. It just makes tempers rise the more.
The time you did this.
So if you're holding things against me, and I think one thing that friends are not comfortable with is the fact that you are holding on to things. Then it means that everything you've done within that period, what does it really mean? You know, it's good to just, that's why initially spoke about communication, and that's a part of effective communication. Like, communicates to me, oh, you said this and I was uncomfortable with it, or you said this and you said it in so and so person's presence. It was not so nice.
That's reminding me of certain things that just happened when you came in here. Okay. Oh, but Vim, have you ever been like disappointed by a friend?
Oh, many times. We get disappointed. Life, I don't know what life would look like without disappointments. And the disappointments actually make you appreciate things, like the days you don't get disappointed.
You have a question for me?
I may. I made a list of questions, so I'll just refer to one. So should we talk about, we've spoken a lot about expectations. Or should we exhaust some more?
No, I mean, if there are questions there you feel like you want to ask me.
Oh, there's one more about expectations. So is it fair to be upset about an expectation you never communicated?
Charlie, that's the thing. Oh, expectation you never communicated.
But before that, do we have to communicate our expectations?
That's a deep one. See, so I feel like if someone is your friend, they should get you to some extent. But you see, we are human, right? And we are not mind readers, so we don't expect people to know everything. But that's why I was emphatic on the word to some extent. You know, you and I have been rolling for a while, right? You and I have been rolling for a while, right? And so you know what makes DD tick and what doesn't. You know what's Charlie, stop that too. You know,
I'm trying to find a boy.
Okay, fine, white. You know what makes DD tick and what doesn't. You know what sometimes DD expects. You know, DD is really keen on communication and DD is really keen on being updated. Yes, being updated on so many things. You know, so I mean, when that expectation is there and is not met, though I haven't communicated it, because we have developed a relationship, a friendship that is working because of all these things. You're satisfied, I'm satisfied. Unless, of course, it is something you're not comfortable with. And if you weren't, you'd communicate it and make me know that I'm not comfortable with telling you every dealings of my life and all that. And I'll be like, I bet, I get it. We don't have to be doing that. And maybe the level of friendship I was thinking to develop with you isn't what we can do. But then if it's something that's consistent and then all of a sudden it doesn't work and all that, of course, I would have an issue with it because this is what we've been doing. This is our MO. What changed? Is something changing? Do we have to talk about something?
Something changing. No, but I agree with you. I think that, first of all, we are all different people. And so certain expectations must be communicated. There's a certain way I grew up, and then you also grew up differently.
Yeah.
And so I expect a certain kind of treatment or a certain the way certain things should go.
Yeah.
But to you, it is normal.
Yeah.
And you and I have even had something like that in recent times.
Yeah.
Where, you know.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
No, but the whole thing about, okay, I feel like I'm a guest in your house.
Oh.
You know, that thing.
Yeah.
So maybe how you are or how you've grown up is normal.
Right.
But for me, I will not treat you that way.
Good. So then that means I would have expected you to communicate that to me.
That is why I communicated.
Well, yeah, you did. You communicated it to me.
On day 1 and day 2 and even day 3.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're right. All right, yeah.
Yeah, so that I feel like something should be communicated. However, there are certain things that we know, like Didi has my back. Somebody is talking about Didi in my presence and Didi is not there. Like, what am I supposed to do in that moment? Am I going to contribute, or I'll be respectful enough and considerate of him enough to put them right, or not even contribute a net at all, and then let him know that this is what these people are talking about. He confronts the issue, depending on how we want to run things. Like, what am I doing in certain situations like that? Those ones, nobody has to communicate. I don't expect to come and tell you how you should treat me in another person's presence.
Right.
Like,
right.
you get,
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
It does make sense. The question, I mean, the response you just gave just got me to want to ask this question, which is very important. Apparently, we even have it here.
Okay.
Can you still love your friend and still need space?
I think so. I think so.
So you can still love a friend and still need space.
Yes. So there's boundaries. You and I have even had this conversation.
Yeah.
No matter how close you and I are, we still need boundaries.
Yeah.
And if we don't understand each other's boundaries, there'll definitely be a thin line between losing the friendship or making it better. Like, if you understand it, it makes it better. But if you don't understand it, you may think that, I may think I'm very close to you.